Please check the first video on how to prepare CAD files inside AutoCAD. 1. Choose a display unit, so that you can insert real-world values. You can choose the display unit you prefer. Two. For the system unit, when working on an exterior, large-scale projects, like a landscape, for example, choose meters. For interiors, better choose centimeters. And for product modeling and rendering projects, choose millimeters. You can see in the resulting accuracy that, the smaller the system unit, the more accurate 3DSMax will be. More accuracy equals more calculations equals slower. I made a couple of custom layers inside AutoCAD, one for the walls, and the second for the furniture locations. Optional, since we will import the objects inside Max in such a way that all shapes belonging to the same layer will come in as a single object. It's a better practice not to trace all nearby shapes as a one big continuous polyline, so that it will be easier to detach them later on inside Max. As you can see here, the two exterior walls are two different closed polylines. In the end, it's up to you to judge which polylines are better drawn as separate splines. 3. AutoCAD DWG DXF import options. I will uncheck all layers, and check only those I need to import. Our AutoCAD file is made in centimeters, as we saw in the previous video. Check Rescale, and choose centimeters, this way the imported geometry will have the correct dimensions. In Derive AutoCAD primitives by, pick one of the first two. So shapes, in the same layer, will coming in as a single spline. In Geometry Options, you can check Weld Nearby Vertices, just keep the value very small. If you leave it unchecked you can adjust it from within the Editable Poly, or Editable Mesh, Vertex subobject level. Also, you can leave the Auto Smooth off for the 3D objects, and adjust that later on inside Max. This controls the Smoothing Groups settings, for the adjacent faces. Curve Steps controls the resolution of curvy shapes, higher values mean smoother curves, default is 10. We use 100 in our office. In general a value between 20 and 40 is good. The last parameter, maximum surface deviation, is for 3D imported objects. Lower values will make curvy 3D geometries look closer to the way they were initially created inside AutoCAD. Higher values makes a cylinder, for example, comes in with less polygons. It's a good practice to remove the prefix layer from the name, this way, it will be easier to search by name for objects. We will detach the exterior walls. This is easy now, because we already created them as closed shapes inside AutoCAD. Final note, the benefit of having the geometry in a real-world scale, is that when using physically based elements, like physical cameras, real-world lights units, etc., you can have an easier workflow, the results are more predictable, less experimentations, more realistic renderings in shorter time. For example, if the room measures few kilometers in height and width, then you may need lots of lights with very high values, resulting in a longer render time, plus, the realism is not easy and guaranteed.